morning breaks on a world that has hours left. Ferns glitter beneath a warm Cretaceous sun. Dragonflies skim black water between towering conifers. Far off, something heavy shakes the muddy ground. A Tyrannosaur is already moving through the mist. It does not know the sky has changed. Above daylight, a distant stone races toward destiny. Below, the floodplain hums with ordinary life. In moments like these, extinction looks impossible. That illusion will not survive the day. Dawn warms the broad floodplain. Mist clings to cypress roots. This is Hell Creek, western North America. Rivers wander toward a shallow inland sea. Flowering plants brighten the muddy banks. Palms stand beside ancient pines. Pollen drifts above quiet backwaters. The air smells sweet and resinous. Freshwater turtles slide from sunlit sandbars. Crocodilians wait like driftwood. A Triceratops herd feeds nearby. Beaks crop cycads and low shrubs. Calves stay close to adults. Horned heads rise at every crackle. Edmontosaurs work the wetter margins. Broad beaks strip horsetails with soft ripping sounds. Hadrosaurs murmur to one another. Low calls carry through the reeds. Their world is crowded, green and loud. It flees endlessly self-assured. Tiny mammals rustle in leaf litter. Most remain hidden until dark. Feathered birds flicker overhead. They are dinosaurs too, only smaller. One wades among reeds. Another snaps at insects above the shallows. Pterosaurs cross the brightening sky. Their shadows slide over black water. Nothing here suggests an ending. Everything suggests another humid, insect-loud summer day. Even the mud records traffic. Free-toed prints overlap older tracks. Yet clues in the rocks suggest season. Some scientists think spring had begun. Nesting grounds may have been active. Fresh growth likely tempted the grazers. Morning insects thicken in warm air. Their wings make the wetlands tremble. A young pachycephalosaur darts past. It vanishes between magnolia-like leaves. Nearby, a troodontid watches quietly. Large eyes track every movement. Predators here do not roar constantly. Most of the time, they listen. The biggest listener is downwind. Its skull rides above the ferns. Tyrannosaurus moves with surprising economy. Each step is measured, deliberate, and quiet. Skin and feathers remain debated, but its presence needs no embellishment. Its bite force is famous. Its patience matters just as much. Bone-crushing jaws stay closed. Amber eyes read the riverbank. It is not hunting wildly. It is choosing where energy matters. Carrion may interest it first. Opportunity often beats a dangerous chase. A breeze carries layered smells. Mud, resin, blossoms, dung, and distant decay. The tyrannosaur pauses at water. Ripples spread around enormous toes. Fish break the surface nearby. In another age, that sound means safety. Not today, though no creature knows. The danger is still overhead. Far beyond the blue atmosphere, sunlight flashes. A stony asteroid keeps coming. Entry compresses air ahead. The atmosphere itself becomes a weapon. It is roughly mountain-sized, about 12 kilometers wide by common estimates. It has crossed unimaginable distance. Now Earth fills its path. No steering, no malice, no warning. Just physics arriving on schedule. The planet turns beneath it. Continents drifted for millions of years. Seas opened and closed. Dinosaurs adapted through all of it. They endured heat and cold. They spread from poles to tropics. Not even the oceans can ignore it. Everywhere is connected now. For over 160 million years, they thrived. Humanity has existed for almost none. That long success feels permanent. Evolution rarely grants permanence. By mid-morning, shadows shorten. Waterbirds pick along the banks. A Triceratops bull snorts dust. Flies scatter from its frill. The dinosaur turns away. Bigger struggles are not always worthwhile. Survival here means conserving risk. Even giants cannot waste a mistake. Across the floodplain, life branches endlessly. Beetles chew wood beneath bark. Ants tunnel through warm soil. Frogs call from puddled footprints. Fallen logs host fungi and moss. The ancient world is already complicated. Then, high above, everything changes. Air begins to notice the intruder. The asteroid strikes atmosphere impossibly fast, faster than any animal can imagine. Friction builds a blazing sheath. Night-bright fire surrounds the stone. As it descends, the trail lengthens. The heavens seem torn open. If any creature looks upward now, it sees a second sun. It vanishes almost immediately. But most eyes stay earthbound. Feeding, nesting, stalking, drinking continue. The impact point lies far south. It is near modern Yucatan. More than 2,000 kilometers away, Hell Creek still feels safe. Safe is only a matter of delay. The planet has not heard yet. Rocks at Tennis may record that day. Evidence there remains studied and debated. Shockwaves, light, and debris race outward, because already outruns comprehension. Near the horizon, brightness blooms. It arrives before understanding. For a heartbeat, the southern sky glows, then brightness overwhelms distance. Reefs flash silver-white, water mirrors a blinding arc. Creatures freeze or bolt, instinct reacts before reason exists. Birds explode from trees together, their flock twists without direction. If you stood here, would you notice? Tell me below. Would the stillness fool you first, or the strange new light? Then hold that thought. The sky is opening. The first great pulse is radiant heat. It races across the continent. Exposed surfaces warm in moments. Forest edges may kindle far from ground zero. The tyrannosaur lifts its head. Even a ruler cannot interpret this. A roar would change nothing. Silence may be truer. Minutes pass with impossible speed. Then the earth answers back. Seismic waves roll through bedrock. Riverbanks shudder and slump. Water in channels surges strangely. It moves against its usual rhythm. Mud volcanoes may have burst locally. Soft ground behaves like liquid. Some researchers think Cretaceous followed quickly. Inland waters may have sloshed violently. Fish beach themselves in confusion. Mud swallows their silver bodies. Curds bunch and wheel. The floodplain loses all pattern. Horns may panic, not enemies. Feet churn nests into wreckage. The tyrannosaur runs now. Balance and mass become raw momentum. Behind it, branches rain down. Ahead, the river writhes. Overhead, molten droplets may begin falling. They harden into tiny glass beads. Some later fossils preserve those beads. A few were trapped in gills. That detail is astonishingly specific. Extinction sometimes leaves microscopic witnesses. The sky keeps brightening unnaturally. Day looks chemically wrong. Then comes a harder rain. Pebbles, ash, and hot fragments descend. Many animals likely sought water. Others crowded beneath river cuts. Not everywhere burns at once, but shelter becomes terribly important. Burrows favor the small. Water favors the lucky. Large bodies need large refuges. The Late Cretaceous offers few. Forest canopies spit embers. Open ground turns punishing. Yet the real ending is slower. Collapse spreads through food webs. Not every dinosaur dies today, but the age receives a fatal wound. Dust and aerosols rise globally. Sunlight will soon dim. Soot and sulfur circle the world. Weather itself becomes hostile. Photosynthesis falters without bright days. Leaves stop feeding the planet. Herbivores lose fresh growth first. Predators lose prey soon after. Oceans suffer too. Food chains there begin to unravel. Ammonites will vanish, so will many marine reptiles. On the floodplain, afternoon darkens early. Ash veils the sun. Birds huddle in reeds. Some lineages will somehow endure. Crocodilians sink into muddy water. Turtles bury deeper in banks. Shells and bones settle into silence. Familiar routines suddenly mean nothing. Mammals wait where heat cannot reach. Smallness becomes a superpower. The Tyrannosaur's advantages are vanishing. Size no longer guarantees anything. Muscles need calories every day. Scarcity punishes giants first. Hunger will outlast the fire. Darkness is the deeper predator. Perhaps it finds shelter briefly. Perhaps it wanders through falling ash. The exact ending is unknown. The outcome is not. By evening, familiar sounds are fewer. The chorus of insects thins. Smoke flattens the horizon. Sunset arrives without color. Night falls on a damaged planet. Stars hide behind dust. Somewhere, eggs cool in abandoned nests. Somewhere, hatchlings stop calling. The great herds will not recover. Their routes end here. Giant hunters lose their kingdom. Empty landscapes cannot support kings. Fungal blooms may have flourished later. Decay takes what growth cannot. Still, life does not surrender completely. It changes, hides, and waits. Seeds survive in soil. Spores drift through ruined air. In streams, some fish persist. In burrows, whiskered survivors breathe softly. Above them, the old order fades. Below them, another begins. The vacancy reshapes evolution. Opportunity follows even terrible endings. Millions of years later, grasses spread. Mammals diversify into new roles. Eventually, primates appear. Eventually, hands-shaped tools and questions. Much later, we find the boundary. A thin layer records catastrophe. Iridium helps tell the story. Shocked quartz helps confirm it. Drill cores and outcrops speak together. Separate clues converge on one disaster. A crater beneath Yucatan completes it. Chicxulub is the scar's name. We know this from rock, ash, and bone. Deep time keeps receipts. What we cannot know, we should admit. Exact colors, calls, and final routes remain hidden. But enough survives to rebuild wonder. Enough survives to feel the loss. The Age of Dinosaurs did not end quietly. It ended under a broken sky. Even so, dinosaurs never vanished entirely. Birds carried that inheritance onward. So the story never truly ended. It changed form and kept breathing. Listen outside on any morning. Their descendants are still announcing dawn. If you had 1 hour here, would you last? Tell me below. Subscribe and ring the bell. More lost worlds wait before us. The age ended in darkness and fire. Its survivors are singing still.